Have you ever felt, deep inside, that life's perfection, wealth, or plans still cannot fill the quiet ache in your chest? That something essential in you has grown restless even as the world around you spins on? This is the call of the soul, the whisper of what has always been. In the quiet heart of Konya, Turkey, where the cypress trees swayed and the wind carried secrets through the leaves, lived a young man named Hamid, son of a wealthy merchant. He was known for intellect, discipline, and careful planning. Every hour of his day, every meal, every step toward the marketplace was calculated. He believed life could be mastered, bent to the will of order and reason. Yet joy escaped him like sand slipping through fingers. Despite wealth, status, and admirers, Hamid felt a persistent unrest, a subtle hunger his logic could not soothe. His heart whispered a longing it could not name. One spring morning, a rumor stirred the town like the scent of jasmine. Rumi, the great scholar and mystic, was to speak in the rose garden behind the mosque. Hamid, who had long dismissed spiritual teachings as mere indulgence, felt an unexplainable pull. Perhaps curiosity, perhaps the ache logic had never healed. Rumi began with a story. Once, he said, a potter named Tar shaped the finest clay bowls in the land. One day, a monk came to him and requested, "Make me a bowl that will float forever downstream, never sinking or stopping." Tar laughed. "Bowls are meant to serve, to hold, to rest." But the monk insisted. Tar crafted the perfect lightweight bowl. At the riverbank, the monk placed it on the water. "Now watch," he said. Days passed. The bowl floated gently, spun, tipped, and drifted beyond the eye of any observer. Yet the monk remained at peace. "The bowl has surrendered," he said. "And in surrender it floats," the crowd murmured. Hamid frowned. Control was his nature. A bowl without purpose, a journey without his direction. How could this be wisdom? Rumi smiled, sensing his resistance. "Let me tell you another story," he said, "closer to your own life. The Falcon and the Master. A king owned a magnificent falcon that refused to fly. All tried to compel it, falconers, healers, sorcerers. All failed. One farmer arrived. He said nothing. That night he sat silently beside the bird. At dawn, the falcon soared as though reborn. "What did you do?" the king asked. "I removed the branch it clung to," the farmer said. Hamid's chest tightened. "Am I this falcon?" he thought. Strong yet grounded, capable yet never soaring. Am I holding too tightly to my branches, my plans, my control? "Are you saying," Hamid asked, "that we should do nothing? Abandon reason, planning, drift like bowls in a river?" Rumi's warm, quiet smile reached him. "No, dear one, not nothing. Row when the moment calls, but trust the river. The heart is wiser than your fear. Control may feel safe, but it often imprisons joy. Surrender is not weakness. Trust is not laziness. Even a tree opens to the sun without gripping it." As the golden sun dipped lower, Rumi walked beside Hamid. "You've built a fine cage," he said softly. "Even golden cages are still cages. Tell me, what would happen if, just for one day, you did not grip the wheel?" Hamid's mind raced, yet his soul grew still. Rumi continued. In another world, he said, there is a marketplace of souls. Some trade wisdom, laughter, song, silence. The most precious gift, the one truly rare, is trust. Not blind trust, but the trust that walks into the unknown and says, even if I don't understand, I step forward. That soul is given treasures beyond measure. Peace, clarity, love that does not cling. Those who clutch control leave empty-handed, their fists too full to receive. That night, Hamid walked home slowly, noticing everything. The hush of settling birds, the rhythm of his footsteps, the scent of fresh bread. For the first time in years, he did not seek certainty. He simply breathed. In the weeks that followed, Hamid changed, slowly, like ice melting in spring. He let go of routines, spoke gently, smiled freely. A business deal fell through, yet he did not spiral. He sat beneath a fig tree and whispered, perhaps this bowl was meant to float a different way. He never wore the robe of a dervish. He never left his home to wander the deserts. Yet in surrender, he joined the dance of those who trust the unseen rhythms of life. Rumi's whispers still lingered in the wind. In his final years, Hamid told his children, the wisest man I ever met gave me no answers. He gave me silence. And in that silence I heard the river's song, not of control, but of flow. Trust it. Let go when you must. Life is not a war to be won. It is a river to float. If you ever visit Konya, Turkey, stand by the fig tree behind the mosque, and perhaps you too will hear the echo. Be like the clay bowl, light, open, surrendered. And in surrender you float, not aimlessly, but exactly where you are meant to go. Have you ever felt restless, even when life seems perfect? That ache in your chest is not brokenness, it is your soul calling you home. If this story touched your heart, breathe it in, share it, and drop a in the comments. Remember, surrender is strength, and trust is the treasure of the heart. Follow and subscribe to walk this path together, because the river always flows, and your soul is learning to float.